Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. You'll notice I didn't say Happy All Saints Day or Buenos Dias de los Muertos, and the reason is that we don't really celebrate either of those holidays with a special greeting. It's not like Halloween where we're like, Happy Halloween! We're not, if you yelled Buenos Dias de los Muertos, that would be, like, rude. Don't ever do that. So, there's your quick cultural sensitivity moment with Joe Hills. Wait, is this... Okay, I think I need to go up to the nether hub that he's got through here. Anyway, I am on my way to celebrate All Saints Day by finding the Hermit Graves, because of course we are all saints in our own way. Somebody left a shulker box there. But supposedly, if I go through an ice tunnel of some sort... Is there supposed to be a cart in that? There's no cart. Okay, well, that's probably fine. As long as we don't get this blown up by, like, mobs or something, we can just run along the side here. But, anyway, we're gonna go looking for the Hermit Graves, which I hope is an interesting experience. You know, I heard something recently that I thought was particularly interesting. Some of you guys might know that there is a particular way of speaking called received pronunciation that is used, it's kind of like considered like the Queen's English. The BBC uses it for their news broadcasts and stuff. And I was reading this thing by Alexandra Aaron, who does political analyses on Twitter, who was happening to do an analysis on this Halloween video. And she referred to the speech used by... What is going on? This is the creepiest place already. I was gonna say, how did they make this? Is that a side of a cart? That's actually really cool. Every part of this is really cool. Okay, I guess I'm in Hermit Graves, or near it. No, this is the witch farm. Okay, if I dig upward from the room that has this portal, I can get to Hermit Graves. Why would somebody... Okay, this is a bad way to do this, guys. I guess if you have an elytra, which I admittedly do, and you have fireworks, you could fly up that chute. But that is a bad way to run a tunnel. Okay. Let's think about this logically. If I try to mine my way back down, I'm going to cut through this and die. So we're just going to come out this way and build some additional supports here, because that's this clever, supportive type of people we are. And then we are going to pillar up like this on the outside of there. Hopefully not break anything too important when we get up here. Wait. Is this... Okay, that keeps... Wow, this is a really big tunnel. Okay, well, luckily, we can just keep breaking the pieces that are not part of the core shaft. And we shouldn't have too many mob-related issues as a result. So we're just going to pillar up like so. Manfall's always giving me the craziest instructions. But anyway, so yeah, the received pronunciation is a fancy way of speaking that British folks use when they're on the BBC reading the news. And Alexandra Aaron referred to the funny way that people talk at, like, haunted houses as the deceased pronunciation, which I found particularly, I was going to say provocative. I was like, that's such an interesting way to say that. But then I realized provocative is not the right word. It is actually evocative. And, some of you guys are like, Joe, provocative and evocative are basically the same thing. You can't really distinguish between the two. They're like one sound apart. But let me tell you, I put my brain to it, and I decided to create a mnemonic device. Well, not really a true mnemonic, because a mnemonic device is technically sound-based, but more of like a logical mechanism. This goes nowhere. Are you kidding me? False? Really? This literally goes nowhere. What? How does this go nowhere? It goes nowhere very well. I bet False told somebody else to dig straight up, and they made this tunnel. And then I found it, and I've extended it, but there's nothing here. I bet I need to dig straight up inside of Asuma's witch farm without breaking it, which sounds terrifyingly dangerous. That sounds like a bad idea. Do I have any signs? I want to make a funny sign for the next person that false misinstructs to come out here. But clearly... Okay, I don't have any signs. Do I have any good ways to get down? I've got a bucket of water, which doesn't work in the nether. And, well, it looks like we're pillaring down the side here. Okay. So, here we go. Pillaring slowly back down without dying. Oh, well. That's how we roll. Dang it. I guess I don't need to, like, I was going to say I need to be repairing this as I go, but I clearly don't because nobody has anything set up for, you know, like this doesn't go anywhere. People shouldn't be coming this way. Let me verify real quick. There is a single torch over there. And some sort of structure down there. Although I worry that that structure down there is going to be way too far out. That guy's got a pumpkin on his head. Well, probably because it's Halloween. But okay, that doesn't seem to be anything. There is a ghast very far out right there. Maybe I should just jump down to that thing and try and find a way to the surface through there. Like, that at least kind of makes sense. Did I bring a fire potion? No. So I can't even use lava to break my fall. That would have been clever. Okay, non-clever mechanism. Clever enough for me. Okay, so we're just going to punch a hole in this and then replace it. And then go through this portal and hope it takes us to the surface. So, anyway, provocative versus evocative. You know, oh, I was going to say, yeah, it's not a true mnemonic, because it's not sound-based, it's more logic-based. Like, one of my favorite logic-based ways to remember something is, system for remembering what a syllogism is. A syllogism is a three-part statement. This is not a syllogism. See? Now I know what a syllogism is. Okay, I think we're in... This might be TFC's base. Yeah, that's got a runway. But, if we look at our coordinates, we're supposed to be getting to negative 2458, negative 521. Okay, so the negative 521, we are nowhere near anyway. Wow. And the negative 2458, we are also not close enough to. Huh. So I wonder if the idea is that people are like, oh, you should go to Asuma's and then fly hundreds of blocks the rest of the way with all of the fireworks that you clearly would have as a person who is prepared for Minecraft in a video game. Which I have admittedly not done. So, well, if we get high enough up, we can at least glide part way and then take a boat the rest of the way. Let's get a concept of the lay of the land. But anyway, yeah, a syllogism is a logical statement with three parts. This is not a syllogism. This is a dead end, though. Can't get out here. Dang it. Well, core concept, at least we know there's water over that way, so we can take a boat a good distance the rest of the way. Goodbye, tower. You were fun while you lasted. Oh, hey, there's an actual exit. Okay, so, where was I? Oh, yeah. So if you're having a difficulty remembering the difference between provocative and evocative, just look at the differences at the beginning of the two words, right? Okay, so Provo. When you think Provo, you need to remember that Provo lies in the Utah Valley. And liars, nobody likes. They anger, they annoy, they upset. Whereas Evo is a British magazine dedicated to performance cars, and magazines have a lot of images in them. They excite the imagination. So, Provo, third largest city in Utah, home of Brigham Young University, lies in the Utah Valley. Lies in the Utah Valley? Liars are bad. Don't be provocative. Don't make people annoyed, argumentative, or upset. And Evo, cool cars, magazine, pictures, mental imagery, mental sounds. Like when you think about a cool car, you think about like the noises it makes, right? So, you know, magazines don't usually make noise because they don't have those greeting card things in them. where you, hey, I did that. Man. They don't have that greeting card thing in them where it opens up and plays Happy Birthday or whatever, because it's usually not your birthday when you get a magazine. Maybe 1 in 365 times a year. But, anyway. Where are we going to? We are... Hey, I found a swamp. And it's not False's swamp. So, that's already, like, good news. Good news bears there. I'm guessing if I just go around this here... Okay, so I actually need to go further to the left here. Let's go around this thing, around this horn. Or is this... Oh, this isn't a horn. The whole thing kind of bends, doesn't it? Okay. So, yeah, in that case, we need to make landfall and retrieve our boat and continue going the rest of the way. So, boom. Enjoy being in my inventory. Lily pads. Okay. I think we're far enough along now. We probably don't need this overlay. Boo, overlays. So, man, we're learning a lot today. We're learning not to greet people for Dia de los Muertos. Like, I mean, you should still greet them on Dia de los Muertos, but you should be like, you know, do whatever your normal greeting is. And what else? We learned difference between provocative and evocative. We learned about received versus deceased pronunciation. Oh, hey, here's some pumpkins. Let's get a pumpkin for Halloween. I mean, Halloween's over, but... Yeah, now I'll be sure to find this even faster. Okay. Immediately regretting this decision. Woo! We have made it successfully to a box. Look at this stuff! Only Hermit Graves could have this stuff in a box. I mean, clearly that's what this is. So, let's go check it out. You know, I think this pumpkin, this is a traveling pumpkin. It's not really an arrival pumpkin, so we're going to dispatch with it. We're going to dis-pumpkin patch with it by putting it right here. That already looks better. Okay, let's go on in. Okay, now, before we go on in, though, as we approach, though, I've got to say, my super hostile tenses are singling. Singling. Is that... No, they're tingling. Senses don't single. Only Kris Kringle singles, and only after Thanksgiving. No, Kraft singles. No, that's not cheese. I don't know. There's something going on here, but it's bothering me. It's affecting my word speech talking good. Look at this. This open plane here, no cover. This could be an arrow trap. We've got signs along here. Interesting. Okay. Now, if I run quickly, I'm less likely to be blown up if something goes wrong. But I'm also more likely to hear if something goes wrong, so I can respond by running in the different direction. So, I don't want to trigger a trap here that blows something up over there. Although the fact that nothing's blown up over there means it's probably safe. Welcome to Hermit Graves 2. Please read the instructions below. Participation is mandatory. Pa 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 pa. Let's do some of that deceased pronunciation we were talking about earlier. No. We're going to start with received pronunciation and then switch to deceased pronunciation. Even better. This is the BBC World Service. Welcome to page 1 of 3. Welcome to Hermit Graves version 2. It's that time of the year again, so happy Halloween. Participation is mandatory. Okay, here's how you participate, which, by the way, is mandatory. Pick any one grave in the cemetery that does not have a name written on the sign. 2, break the sign and put your name on it, together with a rest in peace wish. 3, stand on the mycelium block, importante, and click the button. This should have been point number 1, but make sure you put all your items in this chest, as surviving is not guaranteed. Have fun, ha 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 ha, Iskall and Mumbo. This has been the BBC World Service. Good night. That got Australian at the end. Whoops. Okay. So, we're going to put this back in here. Now, is the chest that we're supposed to put stuff in... Oh, so we probably should sleep in this bed. Okay. Looking at the clock. Let's wait until nighttime so we can sleep in the bed. And then, because I don't have room to put all my stuff in this good chest. And I have a feeling that dumping all this other stuff in this chest is smart, but like, if I die, I'm not going to want to come back here to get a bunch of mushroom stew, a water bucket, a boat, some arrows. Some of this is just going to go in the garbage. Goodbye, garbage. Littering is bad, but this is Minecraft, so this isn't littering, this is more like additional spooky decorations. Maybe someone died here who was a miner and dropped his... Oh, dang it. Okay, this is the worst fence. If I throw these upward and outward... Yeah, there we go. See, maybe there was a haunted mine with some haunted stones and a stew bowl. Okay, great. Wait, did I have extra chests in my ender chest? Yeah, why don't I just... Oh, well, because I already threw all that stuff away. Dang it. Okay. Next problem. Okay, how are we gonna... We just gotta wait until nighttime. Let's find somewhere good to watch the sunset from. Somewhere that sufficiently overlooks Hermit Graves. Wait, did I have ender pearls in there? Because getting ender pearls would allow me... No. No, of course I didn't. Why would I have something helpful? Oh, I should take off this elytra as well. That would be really bad if I lost my elytra. Man, oh man, I would freak out if I lost my elytra. Okay, so putting the elytra back in. Okay, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Okay. So what we need to do is let's climb this tree. Which, I'm glad this is an actual parkour puzzle, because I wanted to see the sunset over Hermit Graves here. Oh, this is a nice little shot. If I was actually a, video game photographer, I would do this. I don't know what this is. I would photograph this. That's the verb. Okay, so we're just gonna chill here for a second and wait for the sun to set. Time skip. As the sun sets over Hermit Graves, I gotta say, I probably shouldn't... I want to, just look at this awesome sunset, but I also need to run to that bed before mobs spawn, and then I can't sleep in it because there are monsters nearby. So here we go, quick run to the bed before the mobs spawn. Whew. Sleeping successfully. Does it count if I leave the bed? I think it counts if I leave the bed. Okay. I hope it counts. So, now... what we need to put a sign on one of these graves. Now, I like this one because it's got a pumpkin near it. But, I mean, so does that one. If you had to pick your grave... Huh. I mean, with this one, I get to hang out next to CubFam135 for a while, who's pretty awesome. Let's see. Stress, rip, much love is given. There's actually plenty of graves left. You know, I think I'm just going to pick this particularly festive one with the pumpkin, because I like the pumpkin. So we are just gonna put this right here. And what is this? We put our name at it. At Joe Hills. And we have to have our rest in peace, epitaph or whatever. Saltwater epitaphy? No. Joe Hills adventured too long. And didn't hear the final song? No. Joe Hills adventured too loud and died a bit too proud. Done. Okay, so now we're supposed to go stand right here and press this button. Okay, so we seem to be in some sort of piston-related event horizon. I love Event Horizons, not the movie. I mean, the movie was okay. But let's see, it seems to be taking us downstairs to some sort of thing. There's a sign there that will presumably tell us something that we learned about cobwebs. You know, like that they're awesome. If I hold down shift, I crouch. It doesn't actually make me go down faster. So let's see, what does this say down here? All I want to do is read a sign. I've got a feeling this tunnel is not benign. All I want to do is read this text. But I worry that I won't have much time left. Punch the diorite to get out. Okay, I probably should start punching the diorite if I want to get out. I have a feeling, though, that as soon as I hit the ground, I'm going to fall to my death. I hear a zombie nearby. Uh-oh, it says trick. So I guess some of these are tricks and some of these are treats. Some of these are favors and some of these are feasts for terrifying beasts. So, oh, it was a trick because... Wait, do some of these say treat? So I guess this guy got something. So the trick was that I was trapped in the grave. So the ones that say treat all have like a thing. Whoops. Probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, well, I guess whatever the treat is has already been expended. So, I got buried, but that's okay. So we'll just pop back out here. And luckily we survived. I'm guessing some of those probably dump people directly into lava or something. But that's fine too. It's always nice when you don't die in lava, because then you get to do more with your weekend, you know. So we're going to take everything out of here. Except for this book, because it's not ours. Then we're going to re-armor ourselves. Re-equip. And we are going to call this an episode. Oh, wait, somehow I got a cat head. Whoa. This is not going well. Okay, there's another one. Okay, so we're going to replenish our food a little bit. Then we're going to try doing... I wonder if I can trick one of them into stepping in the grave that I just fell through. Oh no, there's a lot of them. This is bad. Sword out, sword out. Nope, they didn't fall in. No, did not fall for it. Okay, parkour puzzle. Parkour puzzle. Come on, Elytra. I don't need you now. Okay. Okay. We are just going to stand up here for a minute and replenish our foods. Would have been safer leaving all my stuff in that chest. Dang. Okay. Well, guess I'm up a tree without a battle. So until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. One last thing, guys. Apparently that button I pressed with the pressure plate, that gave me a cat head somehow. I put it down here because I don't know how to put it back in the dispenser because it seemed to dispense through a wall. And if I try to go in there and start breaking up walls, that's going to go really badly for everybody really quickly. So I'll just leave this here and let Iskall and Mumbo know to go ahead and put it back in the proper treat hole thing. So, cool. Now, goodbye for real. I don't think there's a formal goodbye for All Saints Day or Dia de los Muertos either. So, I don't want to accidentally say something provocative. Until next time, stream. No. Y'all, you guys are, I don't know, you're probably watching this on a video. I've already said goodbye to you once. I don't need to do it well twice. If I nail it on the first goodbye, even if it wasn't the last thing I had to say, I still nailed it. So, you know, the sun sets on Hermit Graves, the sun rises on Hermit Graves. Until next time, you November knaves? Okay, bye.